welcome back to another episode of Ask It Ball. We're sitting here now because I just finished taking these guys' ankles. And this is the show where, Sunday school servant and a couple of the youth just discuss together some of the tough questions of our faith and just real life that we have. We have a couple high schoolers with us today. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Steven. I'm a 12th grader. I go to St. Mark's, D.C.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm also a 12th grader, and I go to St. Mark's, D.C.
All right, so what do you guys want to talk about today?
Actually, I have a question.
What's up?
Why is it hard to read the Bible consistently?
Why is it hard to read the Bible consistently? Well, you guys tell me. What do you, like in your real life, what happens? You know that we're supposed to read the Word of God every day. We're supposed to search the Scriptures. What, in your practical everyday life, what comes up that makes it not happen consistently?
Laziness.
Okay, laziness. What do you guys think about laziness? Like, if you were talking to someone and they said, I just can't do this because of laziness, what would you tell them to do?
I definitely motivate them. Try to motivate them.
Okay.
Like telling them that it's for their own good. And as soon as somebody starts reading it and maybe I stop or whatever and then I start reading again, it'll become a habit.
Yeah, 100%. What about you, Steven?
I'd tell them stop being lazy. And,
Just man up.
and more importantly, that it's for a greater cause. Maybe if you may not see it now, but it's for your relationship with God.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. When Abuna Tedros Malati came to our church a while ago, and one of the youth asked him a similar question. He was asking about prayer, and he was saying, I just, to be honest, I don't want to pray. So how can I commit to praying when I just don't want to, I just don't feel like it. I'm lazy. And he told him a nice word. He said, the devil is very tricky. This is what the devil does. He wants to trick us into ignoring the things that are good for us. So we have to be tricky too. So you can trick yourself a little bit and say, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna read a little bit. I'm gonna read a couple verses, okay? And then you open it, you read a couple verses, and you'll say, oh, okay, I wonder what's gonna happen next. And say, okay, Tub, I'll just read to the end of the chapter. Or to the end of this subsection. And you read to the end of the subsection and say, until a certain point, yeah. And you say, you know what, this is interesting and it's deep and I'm growing in this. Let me just finish the chapter. And you finish the chapter and it's like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen with these people in the Bible next. Let me read the next chapter. And that way you kind of get yourself out of the laziness by telling yourself, what I'm going to do is very easy. It's something small. I'm just going to read a couple of verses. And the first step that you take is the hardest one. Once you open the Bible, it's easy to keep reading the Bible. Yeah, why not? I can keep reading. The hard step is the first one. So just tell yourself, okay, I'm just gonna take this first step towards God, and He will speak to me and take the rest of the steps towards me. And it's easier to keep going. If I ask you to get up and run, which step is the hardest one?
Getting up.
Getting up.
Yeah.
What's the second hardest one?
Running.
Running. Yeah. So the first step is the hardest. The second step is the second hardest. The third step is the third hardest. Once you're running, it's actually hard to stop. It's not hard to keep going. It's hard to stop. So it's the same thing with the Bible. We just have to not make it a big thing in our heads that oh, I'm so lazy. It's gonna be so hard to read. It's not hard to read the Bible. And if you're saying oh, I'm lazy, I'm tired, I need rest. The Bible is what's gonna give you rest. You think your bed is going to give you rest, or just laying on the couch and watching Netflix is going to give you rest. This is not really rest. All of your problems are still there. You didn't get any comfort, everything is still there. But when you read the Bible, you're getting from God real rest. And then you can take rest and sleep, or you can do whatever afterwards to get whatever physical rest you need. But if you want real rest, if you're really that lazy, real rest comes from the Bible. He says, come to me, all you who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So don't be lazy. You have to, and the thing you said is true too. If you know how important the Bible is and how amazing it is, there's certain things we're not lazy for. If you guys Like even there are certain things we do even if we don't feel like it. Like what?
Certain things that we do that we don't feel like it.
Yeah.
School.
Go to school. Nobody wants to go to school. Nobody.
Play basketball.
I can see why you don't want to do that anymore after. But I mean, everyone goes to school. Nobody wants to go to school. Why?
Just have to.
You have to. You have to do it. You need it.
Oh, I thought you said.
You need school. You need it so you can learn, so you can grow, so you can get to a good college, so you can get a good job. Nobody wants to wake up at 6 in the morning and stand in the cold for the bus and get.
Yeah.
But everyone does it because
We have to.
we have to. We need it. We need it. The Bible, you really, really need it. It's St. John Chrysostom says, lack of knowledge of the scriptures is the source of all kinds of evil. Like every bad thing in our life, all the lusts, all the anger, all the drama with friends, everything bad in our lives is because we don't know the Word of God. So don't be lazy. It's something worth it, and it's something that we have to like be encouraged to
Definitely.
go get it. Go get it. And take that first step. Just open it. Just open it and read some. Got it?